What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So I am back from Samsung Galaxy Unpacked. And yeah, as you can see from the title down below, I switched to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. And no, these aren't the iPhone to Samsung switching types of videos. This is literally like I have a Pixel and I'm switching to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. And there are so many improvements that I have been waiting for from using the Z Fold 6 that we finally get with the Z Fold 7. So I want to start things off with how great this design is. Samsung went and made this super thin and easier to carry. And here's why. First of all, the thickness is ever so slightly thicker than the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So this really does feel like a regular bar phone. And this outer display also accompanies that. It has a larger 6.5 inch and wider display too, and 120 hertz. So the quality here is great. And for many of the tasks I'm doing, like let's say if I'm going to text real quick, I can comfortably text with the outer display of the Galaxy Z Fold 7, or if I want to browse like social media or whatnot, I can do that right here on the Galaxy Z Fold 7's outer display. And not only that, they made it super thin when you unfold it too. It's 4.2 millimeters thin and then 8.9 millimeters when closed. But this inner display is also phenomenal. It's an 8-inch display and super thin bezels all the way around, symmetrical, all that great stuff. 120 hertz panel, again, really high quality Samsung panels and displays. And we also do get a regular camera. You can't really see because of the wallpaper, but we don't have that UDC camera anymore, which I personally am happy about. I know some people liked, not having a regular camera and just having a full screen. You don't really see the camera, but I didn't like that potato quality camera. So I'm happy that we get a regular camera. How often do I use it? Not too often, but when I do, it's definitely better to have a regular camera than an under display camera. Until the technology gets better, I think it's best we kind of put that aside for now. But not only did Samsung improve with the design, they also improved as expected, or as we would expect, in the performance department. We're getting the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset made for Galaxy. We're getting Android 16, One UI 8, and if you've used One UI 7, it's fairly similar, but with some small tweaks. My favorite right here is the weather app. The weather app is awesome. I really do like the whole change with this. And yeah, the air quality right now is not the greatest, but just how the user interface looks with the weather app is phenomenal. I don't know any other weather app that kind of comes closest. I guess Pixel's weather app is pretty good, actually. I really do like it, but this one definitely does come out on top if you ask me. And then obviously just day-to-day performance. It's super snappy, it's buttery smooth, no hiccups, no issues in my time using it. And here's the thing, if you go pick up the 1 terabyte model, you do get 16 gigs of RAM. Otherwise, the other 256 gig model and 512 gig model, they come equipped with 12 gigs of RAM, which I still think is plenty. But if you want to use the big screen for watching YouTube videos and at the same time maybe browse, Twitter or X, whatever you call it, or Threads, look up something on Google Chrome, whether you want to use this inner display to multitask for your business, like have Notion open up on one side and then have a YouTube video open up on the other side, open up Chrome, do all that stuff, and it just works flawlessly. Like I've used other foldables. I've used the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and the OnePlus Open as my main device. And I think the multitasking features are amazing here. Now, the one thing I really do love is, it fell out of my hand, but the one thing I do love is Samsung's generative edit. So for example, let's go to the photos or the camera, and I'm going to take a photo right here quickly of Mewtwo and the box of the Z Fold 7. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and take a picture of that. And I don't think any other edit or magic eraser comes close to Samsung's. We're going to click on this right here, and that's going to bring me kind of from the software pivoting to the camera in just a moment. But we click on generative edit, and we are gonna just choose that right there. And we're gonna click the erase button. No, let's do undo. I just want Mewtwo. There we go. So we are going to now hit generate. There's also Gemini Live here, and obviously those are Google features, but they're baked into the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And also do remember this, or, well, yeah, it's good to remember this, but Samsung has confirmed that all of these AI features are not going to be under a paywall. That was a question a lot of people had because Samsung had originally said, hey, look, this is going to be free until the end of like 2025. I think it was actually 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a question there like, hey, well, we're halfway through the year. What's going on? Can we get an update? And yes, we're not going to be getting any paywall. So that's great. But, Google features, Gemini and stuff like that, that is different. That is paid if you go for like the pros and stuff. But here is the saved, or here is the edited. Here's the original. Just like that, show original, bam. On the inner display, it shows both at the same time. And you really have to kind of pixel peep, but it is super, super good. And I did put out a couple of shorts talking about the Z Fold 7, but I did put one at Brooklyn when I did take some photos, and it is very good quality. Like if you don't pixel peep, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell a difference. Now it does say AI generated content right here at the bottom, but that's fine. At this point, so many photos are being, AI generated. Sometimes we do get confused, but that's going to bring me into the camera performance. With the 200 megapixel main camera, you are getting really good results. And I really do like taking photos on the Z Fold 7 and also using the inner display as like my viewfinder. It is awesome, absolutely great. And not only that, like let's say you just want to use it as a normal phone, you still get to use the 200 megapixel main camera. It's default at 12. You do have to switch to 200, but the results are really good. And also if you do want to use, take a selfie and use the rear cameras, you can also do that as well. So 200 megapixel selfie, go right ahead. You can do that right here with the Z Fold 7. And surprisingly, the battery life has been very good. And look, this is not a review or anything because I have not had this at the time of this recording for a week yet. But so far it's been better than my Z Fold 6. That's what it's looking like. It's lasting me all day. Granted, for this video, I ended up charging the phone, but it has been performing better even with the same 4,400 milliamp hour battery because of the efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite made for Galaxy, because of having Android 16 with Samsung's One UI 8 with like the AI algorithm. It's definitely going to perform much better. That does make sense, and you kind of have to really try it out to see how well it performs. The charging speeds, not the greatest, but they'll do for now. And last year's charging speeds, I think, were like 25 watts. This year's about the same. Samsung didn't really talk about it too much during the Unpacked event. They kind of talked more about the battery section with the Z Flip 7 than the Z Fold 7. But hopefully next year we may see, an upgrade in the battery department, even having better battery life. But so far it has been good. However, I just want to say it can change and vary from user to user. So just be aware. You might pick it up and say, well, I don't have great battery life. So it can change from user to user and how you do use it. But overall, it's been awesome. And I got a lot of the changes I was looking for in the Z Fold 7 when using the Z Fold 6. And I did make a video, like I said, about why I switched back to the Z Fold 6. And then after that video, like a month or two later, when Google did release Android 16 with Material 3 Expressive, I did end up switching back to the Pixel, and now I got the Z Fold 7, and I will be using the Z Fold 7 for the foreseeable future. Obviously, Pixels are going to be coming out soon in the next month or two, so I will be trying those out as well. And do keep in mind that Samsung, thank you, by the way, for inviting me to Galaxy Unpacked. It was my first ever event, but this device is actually not going to be my actual Z Fold 7. I will be picking up the Z Fold 7 in mint, the Samsung.com exclusive, but for the time being, I will be using this blue shadow. I did also pick up the Z Flip 7 to use and to try out, so definitely be sure to stay tuned for content on the Z Flip 7 because that's coming very soon. But let me know in the comments down below what do you think about the Z Fold 7? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What improvements were you looking for? I know S Pen is a topic right now that's going on. I personally don't really mind that they got rid of the S Pen support, but some do care. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more like a 1 week later and more reviews coming very soon to the channel. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below. Oh, and Superman that like button, Superman's now in theaters. Definitely go check it out because I have yet to check it out. I have yet to watch it, but I will be. So stay tuned. And best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. Will help push my content out to more people. At the time of this recording, we're at like what? Actually, let's kind of check. I'm gonna pull aside my phone and pull up YouTube Studio. 49,490 subscribers. So we're inching very closer to 50,000 subscribers. Our goal is 60,000 by the end of 2025. I think we can make it, but that's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.